I welcome you all in the session. Topic of this session is sugar cooperatives, and you are aware that we have different types of cooperative society in India. We have cooperative society related to credits, we have cooperative society related to the consumer, we have cooperative society to horticultural produce, we have cooperative society to sugar cane, dairy. So, we have different types of cooperative society, and objective of this cooperative society to help the poor persons, the unorganized persons, and by making them in a organized association of peoples, by undertaking their marketing, their processing activity, by supplying them the input, by organizing the peoples in a group. So, we have different types of cooperative society, and today we are going to discuss about the sugar cooperative societies which are working in the India. And you are aware that we have large production of the sugar cane in the country, and we have large population base. We have around 130 crore people, and there is a lot of demand for sugar in the countries. And initially stage we used to import the sugar from the other countries, and we used to meet our demand. But with the starting of this cooperatives in sugar production, we have achieved the self-sufficiency in our sugar production in the country. So, today we are going to discuss about the little bit about how this sugar cooperative evolved over the period of time, what is the progress of the sugar cooperative society in the country, then how these sugar cooperatives are organized, how they make their operations in the country, how they benefit our member farmers of the sugar cooperative society. So, in this way we are going to discuss about the sugar cooperative in detail. And let us first start with the see the status of the sugar and sugar production in the sugarcane production in the country. India is the homeland of the sugar cane and sugar production, and there is a reference in the other Veda and the Kautilya Arthashastra that we used to have the sugar cultivation in the country, and there is a reference about the crushing of the sugar cane. Then there was a reference related to preparation of the good, and we have large volume of sugar cane production in the country. In 2016-17 we have the production of the 306 million ton. Then in 2017-18 we have the sugarcane production of 355 million tons, and the production of the sugarcane is increasing. There was a 16% growth in the sugarcane production over the previous year. So, there is a continuous increase in the sugarcane production in the country. And here in this slide you can see the data related to sugar production. So, in the year 2016-17 we had a production of 225 lakh tons of sugar, and we have a large cooperative base for the sugar production in the country. In 2016-17 we have the 284 number of cooperative sugar factories in the countries. They are around 38.63% of total sugar production factories in India. And then sugar cooperative society, they have produced 5.654 million tons of sugar. Around 31% of the sugar is produced by the cooperative societies, and the capacity utilization of the cooperative sugar mill is about 46.14%. As on the 31st March 2017, there are many sugar factories are there which are not functional. Around 188 sugar factories are there in the country which are functional in the country. Let us know about the sugar production movement. Actually, we have the history of the sugar production from the 16th century. There are many literature available about that. In Odisha in the year 1824, the French people, they have established one sugar factory in the Aska in Odisha state, and then but this factory stopped the production in the 1940, and first vacuum pen process sugar plant was established in the Bihar in the year 1904 in Sharan Moravra in in Bihar state. We can say organized sugar production movement was started in the year 1931-32, and we have that time 31 factories for sugar production, which was basically established by the private people, private capitalist people, and production was 1.5 lakh million ton that time. There was demand of 12 lakh ton sugar in the country that time, and we used to meet all this demand from the import. We used to import the sugar from the Java, from the Indonesia, and in the year 1933-34, we had 111 sugar factory which were producing 4.6 lakh ton of the sugar, and the Uttar Pradesh, the Bihar, Punjab and Haryana, they were the major states where this sugar factory were established. Basically, this all sugar factory were established by the private capitalist peoples, and they used to have lot of exploitation of the farmers. And in the year 1940-41, the number of sugar factory was 148, and again the production has reached to 11 lakh tons in the year 1940-41, and the fluctuation in the production or supply of the sugar cane. So there were a lot of fluctuation was there in the sugar production that time, and after this 1940-41, there was no expansion in the pre-independence India in case of the sugar production, and we continually depend on the import from the other country to meet our country requirement, and there was a lot of exploitation by the private in the companies, private traders, the private capitalists, particularly of the farmers in making the payment, and they were making the low prices. They are not. So there were a lot of exploitation of the farmers that time, and then the government took various corrective measures. They have adopted different measures to improve the condition of the sugarcane farmers, and especially they have adopted different laws related to the payment of the prices of sugarcane and its payment, timely payment. These were some of the measures adopted by the government in order to protect the interest of the sugarcane farmers. Then the cooperative movement in sugar production was started in the year 1933-35, and the cooperative movement made inroad in Andhra Pradesh and also in the Uttar Pradesh that time, and actually the first sugar factory in the cooperative sector was established in the BISAG-N, and which were later on sold to the private company, the private enterprises, and but after that there was a spurt in the establishment of the cooperative sugar factory, particularly in the Maharashtra, and due to preferential policy by the government of India in setting up the cooperative sugar factory to meet the domestic demand of sugar in the country. And here you can see the sugar production, trade or consumption, availability of sugar data, and figures are given in the lakh tons. And in the year 2015-16, we used to have the opening stock of 90 lakh tons. Then the production was 251 lakh ton in the year 2015-16. The total import in the year 2015-16 was 19 lakh tons, and the total availability of sugar in the country was 360 lakh tons. Then we had export of the sugar cane in the year 1915-16 was around 38 lakh tons. Then the consumption was 247.61 lakh tons in the country, and ending stock was 74.67 lakh tons in the country. And then we compare this data of 2015-16 to the data of the 2016-17. We find that the opening stock was 74.67 lakh tons in the year. When we compare the data of 2015-16 to the data of the 2016-17 with regard to the sugar production, with regard to sugar trade, with regard to sugar consumption availability in the country, we found there is a increasing production over the period of time. There is increasing export over the period of time. So like in the year 2016-17, we had the production of the 225 lakh tons. Then we had import also of around 14.54 lakh tons. Then the availability of sugar was 314 lakh ton in the country, and the total export was 27.52 lakh tons in the year 2016-17, and the consumption was 255 lakh tons. So consumption is also increasing over the period of time, and the ending stock in the year 2016-17 was 31.9 lakh tons. We can see the trade flow of sugar from India, and here we can compare the export import data, and it is found that now we are importing less in comparison to the exports. Actually, before independence India, we used to meet our total demand or maximum demand by importing the sugarcane. Now we are starting the exporting, and the export is more than the import in case of sugar commodity. And in 2016-17 we had a export of 24.45 lakh tons, and then we have the import of 21.46 lakh tons, and this data has increased from the data of the 2010-11, which was 17.11 lakh tons export, and the import was 11.98. So net export of the sugar is increasing over the period of time. Now because the organized cooperative movement in sugar production was started in the Maharashtra. So let us understand about the Maharashtra movement of cooperative. Cooperative movement in Maharashtra was the trendsetter for the establishment of the cooperative society, sugar cooperative society in India. And establishment sugar factory is almost barren. It was a model, a different kind of model. In Maharashtra, the Pravara, Sanjeevani or Sangamner, all these are the places where the land is not also irrigated, or it is basically rain-fed type of soil are there. The barren land is there where the cooperatives were started. The sugar production. So it is different kind of model, and because of this it has a significance on the farmers economy, and in the totally Indian economy we can say, because this experiment was successful, not only because we were able to establish the agro-industrial unit in the country in 1950s around, but we have also done production of important commodity which is very much in a consumption commodity. And also the most important things of this Maharashtra cooperative movement was that it has contributed, it has disbursed the socio-economic benefit to the farmers. So it transferred the economic power to the farmers. It has improved their social status. So that's why the Maharashtra cooperative movement is one of the good kind or a good experiment we can say for agro-based industry, for a consumption of very important consumption item, and also it has transferred the socio-economic condition of the rural people in Maharashtra. And Pravara experiment was most known or most discussed experiment we can say in case of the cooperative sugar societies, and we can say this was the first cooperative society in the Maharashtra, and it was established as the Pravara cooperative sugar factory in Ahmednagar. The leaders was the Padam Shri Dr. Vithalrao Vikhe Patil, and it was this society has worked under the guidance of Professor D.R. Gadgil, Dr. Venkatbhai Mehta. So these are the people who guided the establishment and operation of this Pravara cooperative sugar factory in the Maharashtra. And this cooperative sugar factory was established with the support of the Maharashtra state cooperative banks. This state cooperative bank helped in collecting the share capital, and also in registration of these societies, and also setting up in this Pravara cooperative sugar factory in the Maharashtra. So overall there was a leaders who mobilized the people to establish a cooperative sugar factory, and they got success, and it has helped in the improvement of the socio-economic condition of the farmers. And here in this slide you can understand the structure of the sugar cooperative in India, and we can say there are three levels. First is in the apex level is the National Federation of the Cooperative Sugar Factories Limited, and then this organizes work at a national level. Then we have the State Federation of Cooperative Sugar Factories, which work at the state level. There are 9 state federation of cooperative sugar factory. Then we have the cooperative sugar factories, which is now 284 which are working in the country. Then we have the total membership of this sugar cooperative is 5.76 million. So around 5.6 million farmers are the member of the cooperative sugar factories, which are involved in the sugar production, which are the owner of the sugar cooperative, which are operating the cooperative sugar factory, which are taking decisions related to sugar cooperative operations, the production, the distribution, the marketing, and all types of decisions related to sugar cooperative are taken by the 5.76 million people who are the member of the sugar cooperatives. Now we can discuss about this different level of the organizations. We have the National Federation of Cooperative Sugar Factories, and FCSF, and this National Federation was registered on the 2nd December 1960, and this was registered under the Bombay Cooperative Society Act of 1925, and subsequently they registered with the Multi-State Cooperative Society Act 1984, then 2002. So, and the memberships of this cooperative societies are, in 2008 there was 260 members in 9 state cooperative federations of sugar factories, and there were 251 state individual cooperative sugar factories. So actually, all the cooperative societies, sugar factories, they are the member of the this National Federation of Cooperative Sugar Factory Limited. And the mission of this National Federation of Cooperative Sugar Factory is to promote and develop the operation of the sugarcane grower in the country, and it also provide and support services and guidance to the affiliated sugar factories, and as well as it also provide the guidance and services to the state federation of cooperative sugar factory in the country. And the ultimate objective is to make this cooperative sugar factory or state federation efficient. So they provide all type of supports, in guidance and technical support, supervisions, and they also undertake the promotional activities for the sugar factories in the country. And the management, there are 23 members in the board of director of this national federation. 2 are co-opted by the as director and managing directors, ex officio members. Then all the members, excepting these 2 co-opted members, they are elected by the general body, and there is no nomination from the government of India on the board of National Federation of Cooperative Sugar Limited in the country. And important activities which are undertaken by the National Federation of Cooperative Sugar Factory is they promote actually and safeguard the interest of the members, cooperative societies and member of the cooperative sugar factories, follow the principle of the cooperative principles in their working. In according to cooperative principles, they guide, supervise and promote the interest of the member cooperative society and their member, and arrange the educational and training for the benefit of the members. So they undertake the different types of training activities, and the awareness campaign they also undertake, and they arrange the technical support and services to its member in improving their operational efficiency actually, as well as in the organization and promotion of the cooperative sugar factories. They also undertake the different research and development activity for its member, and sponsor different research projects related to sugar, organize the conferences and seminars. Now we will understand about the activities of the state federation of the cooperative sugar factories. Basically, they help in they advise the promotion of the cooperative sugar factories in their respective states, and they coordinate and facilitate their working of the cooperative factories which are member of these state federations, and they play important role in their activity as a mediator with the state government for their member activities, and they assist in the securing the necessary financial help from the respective state government or sometimes cooperative bank also, and they help in the sales of the produce of its members. So basically, the state federation of cooperative sugar factory, they help in the working of the cooperative sugar factories which are working as a member of this society, and actually they coordinate with the state government, they coordinate with the cooperative banks, and they also help in the organizing their sale activities. They also help in the distribution of the this sugar production in the state. So they are the basically mediator between cooperative sugar factory and the state governments. Now we can understand about the cooperative sugar factory. Their role is to procure the sugar cane from the member farmers, and they pay them the remunerative prices as per the decided by the government. Sometimes they help in the improving the sugar cane production in the locality, and they provide the all kind of inputs to the farmers so that they have the good productivity of sugar cane at the farm level. And then they produce the sugar and byproduct in the sugar cane cooperative factory, and they mobilize the deposit of the farmers and the farmer member, and they also undertake different development activity for their member farmers. So the cooperative sugar factory basically they do 2-3 major activity. They procure the sugar cane from the farmer member, they do the production activity of sugar, and they also help the farmers in the production, in improving their productivity, and they also mobilize the saving of the member farmers. They take different types of development activity for the benefit of the member farmer. And here we can see the number of factories, cooperative sugar factories, or the sugar factory which were established by the public sector, the private sector, the cooperative sector. So here we can see the trend in the establishment or setting of the sugar factories. So in the year 2015-16 we were having the 718 sugar production factories, and in the year 2016-17 we have the 735 sugar factories in the country. So there is an increase in the number of factories, but here we can see there is a constant number of the sugar factories established by the public sector. So we have total 43 sugar producing factories which were established by the government sector, and the private sector they are establishing more number of the factories now. In the year 2015-16 where we were having 348 sugar factories, and in the year 2016-17 we were having the 408 sugar producing factory in the country. And the role of the cooperative sector in establishment of in working of the cooperative factories is reducing over the period of time. In the 2015-16 we were having the 327 factories, sugar production factory under the cooperative sector, which has reduced to 284 factories in the year 2016-17. So there is a reduction in the number of factories which are under control by the cooperative societies over the period of time. There may be a number of reasons, maybe the financial viabilities of some of the cooperative factory is not there. That's why the number of factories under the cooperative sector is reducing over the period of time. Then here we can see the trend in the sugar factories which were under operation over the period of times, and the red graph is basically cooperative sector, contribution of cooperative sector. Then the green graph is the total factories, the wholesale, and the public sector, the private sector, including the cooperative sector also. So in the year 2009-10 we were having 219 sugar factory which were working under the cooperative sector. Out of the total 490 sugar factories which were under operation in the year 2009-10, and the trend you see over the period of time, there is a number of factories which were working under the cooperative sector initially increased to 234 in the year 2010-11, then 221 in the year 2011-12. Then it has started declining over the period of time, and in the year 2016-17 we have the 188 sugar producing factory in the country which are working under the cooperative sectors, and and 487 factories which are working as a whole in the country in the year 2016-17. So, share of the cooperative factory which are functional, which are under operation is declining over the period of time. Here in this slide basically we can see the sugar production in the lakh ton, and the share of the cooperative societies in the production of the sugar cane is decreasing over the period of time. You can see in the year 2009-10 we were having the sugar cane production of total production was 189, and the out of that the cooperative sector was producing 87 lakh tons, and then the maximum sugar production was there in the year 2014 and 15, and the maximum production was the 283.13 lakh tons, and out of that the share of the sugar production from the cooperative sector was 104 lakh tons, and in the year 2016-17, which are the data for the only 9 months from the April to December, here the production was, total production of sugar was 184. Out of that the production from the sugar cane cooperative society was 56.54 lakh tons. So, over the period of time we will see this share is from the cooperative sector is declining over the period of time. Here in this slide you can see the share of the cooperative sugar production to the total sugar production, and over the period of time it is declining. In the year 2009-10 the share of the cooperative was 46% in the total sugar production in the country, and which was reduced over the period of time, and it has reached to 30.6% in the year 2016-17. So, over the period of time the share of the cooperative sugar production is declining, and actually share of the private sector is increasing over the period of time. More number of factories are coming up in the private sectors, and here this is the very good slide to see to understand the efficiency of the different sectors of the cooperatives sugar factory. The recovery rate of the cooperative sugar sector is increasing, or it is more than the total, or as a average the recovery of the total different types of cooperative society. So, in the year 2001 the recovery from the recovery rate of sugar was 10.91% from this cooperative society, and it has increased to 11.2% from the cooperative sector. This was the maximum recovery by the sugar cooperative society as compared to the total as a whole. We see there was a 10% only. So, 1.2% more recovery in case of the cooperative society. So, it shows their efficiency of the plant. The cooperative sectors are more efficient in recovering of the sugar compared to when we compare as a whole public, private and cooperative to altogether. So, even the year 2016-17 the recovery from the cooperative sector was 10.6%. In comparison to the whole recovery was the 10.45%, and there are various problems actually which are contributing in the a number of problems related to the cooperative society. We have seen over the period of time the sugar factory are declining, their efficiency are declining, their contribution to the total sugar production is declining. There are a number of the reasons we can see like lack of planning. The cooperative society, they are not able to make proper planning for their functioning, for their operation, for their production management, and they are also lacking the production management practices. They do not visualize what is the trend is going on, what is the condition of the farmers. So, they are not able to properly plan the production practices. Then there are lot of political interferences in the cooperative societies, because they are the democratic organization. They are not operated or managed by one person. They are a whole member of the society. They participate in the decision making process. So, there's a lot of political interferences are there in the operation of the cooperative society. So, sometimes they are not able to take proper decision in a time manner, and there is no professional management because they are not fully trained, or they are not big professional, we can say. They are basically from the rural background people, we can say. They are not fully literate, so there is a professional management need to be there in the cooperative society. Then there is no proper manpower utilization also. Sometimes we have seen there are more employment, more recruitment in the cooperative society than the requirement is there, so that is another problem. Then lack of productivity. Over the period of time, we see the productivity of the cooperative sector is also declining, and there are a lot of restrictions from the government side. Actually, government, they fully regulate the functioning of the cooperative society, so there are a lot of restrictions in taking decisions, also in taking their various operational decision, in marketing also. There are a lot of government restriction in the functioning of the cooperative society. Then there are financial insufficiency is also there. They do not have full support in terms of finance, availability to the finance. They have to depend on many factors, and if they are planned to have establishment of new factories or new plants, they have to they don't have sufficient money with them for working capital. Also, they are not have money, sufficient money for renovation of the plants. They don't have sufficient money, so there are financial insufficiencies also. And then there are improper marketing is there, because a lot of regulation from the government side, and so they cannot go like private sectors, they cannot go for proper marketing. There are a lot of restrictions are there. They do not have the innovative marketing, we can say. The branding, all such things are not there in case of sugarcane cooperative society. And now we can sum up this session, like we have the long history of the sugar production in the country. We have the history of sugar production in the country from the 16th centuries, and in the 18th century we had the first sugarcane factory. Then in the 19th century, basically we have many sugar factories in the country. And then after independence, the sugar cooperative sugar factory came in the pictures, and there is a large expansion from the cooperative sugar factories, and they become the major contributor in the sugar production in the country. And for management of the cooperatives, we have the national level federation, we have the state level federation, then we have the cooperative sugar factories, which are 284 now. We have 9 state federation of cooperative sugar factories, and there are large member base of this sugarcane cooperative societies. We have 5.56 million member in the country, and the sugarcane cooperative societies, they are sugar cooperative societies, they are contributing around 30% of the total sugar production of the country. So they are major contributor, though this share is declining over the period of times. And actually we need to have professionalism in the management, in the functioning of the cooperative societies, because there is tough competition from the private sectors. The private sectors, they are undertaking, they are purchasing the cooperative sugar factories. So we need to have professionalism, we need to bring the professionalism in the operation of the cooperative sugar factory. Thank you very much.